Tentative start. Sharia Hussain, Mirab Hussain, no relations in fact, are the opening batsmen. And there's a big appeal here. Ian Robinson has given him out. So Bangladesh, without a run on the board, are one down.
Very good start for New Zealand, and Jeff Allett has struck and has been a very successful bowler for New Zealand with the new ball. And so Shahriar is the first one to go. LBW to Allett for no score. And Jeff Allett very much on target, and that looks to be a good one. The ball straightening and would have hit middle and leg. So the first wicket for Bangladesh is gone. And Ian Robertson from Zimbabwe, up goes the finger.
Akram Khan is the new batsman.
So Jeff Allett strikes with the third ball of the match and gets the wicket there of Shahriar Hussain.
And they're away. A little inside edge. Not a very big field here at Chelmsford, so Bangladesh get their first run. Dion Nash with the new ball. And that's a beautiful shot. This could well be the first boundary of the morning. Just over pitching Dion Nash, and it's run away for 4.
Nice start for Akram Khan and Dion Nash, just over pitching on the leg side.
Oh, wonderful delivery from Jeff Allett. Just a little quick at Mirab. I'm not sure he's seen anything quite like that in the subcontinent. And whizzed through just a little bit too high to bowl him. And that'll be close to, and it's gone. Yes, very well bowled, Jeff Allett. That in-swing has defeated the batsman again, so Mirab follows his partner back into the pavilion.
2 LBWs this morning, and Jeff Allett has struck yet again. Beautiful delivery. That ball coming back off the seam and hurried on to the batsman, Mirab. And that definitely is out again. Now, the umpires have been in business this morning, and so a wonderful start for New Zealand. 2 wickets, and this only the third over of the match.
Enamul Islam is the new batsman, number 4.
So both opening batsmen have now been dismissed by Jeff Allett. 2 LBWs this morning.
Oh, and that's a wonderful shot. Not all that short. Dion Nash, that'll open his eyes. Beautiful shot.
Second boundary of the morning. Both of them have come from Dion Nash's bowling.
And that's a nice shot too, and that'll also go for 4. Very short, straight boundaries here. So Aminul showing a little bit of fight. 2 boundaries in the over, 16 for 2 or 4. And that's very close as well. He probably thought he couldn't give 3 of them, but it wasn't far away. And this is close to catch, not quite. Stephen Fleming just picked it up a little bit late. Correction, it's Matthew Horne.
Well, that's skied, and I think he's got away with it. In fact, it's going to be 4. No, in fact, very well fielded in the end. And in fact, they only got 1. So, a strange piece of cricket. Going for the pull. Good fielding by Chris Cairns. Dion Nash to Akram Khan. That's a nice shot. Just out of the reach of Gavin Larsen there. And beautifully timed by Akram Khan. That really was an emphatic straight. It's quite well run. Well, it would have been well run if Dion Nash hadn't tried to barge Enamul Islam out of the way. He was only trying to get the ball, in fact, to be fair to him. And I don't think Enamul Islam really wants to argue with Dion Nash either. He's about 8 inches taller.
Obviously he's running through for the quick single. Just a little collision there.
Chris Cairns to continue.
And there you go, he hits the stumps hard at times as well. Straight through Enamul Islam there. Playing way across the line at that, and really Cairns was too quick and too straight. So a tremendous blow for New Zealand just when Bangladesh were setting their innings back to rights. Enamul Islam right across the line, clean bowl. So the captain of Bangladesh goes for 15, and Bangladesh now 38 for 3. Really, that was a shot you'd expect to see more at the latter stages of a 50-over match rather than in the 13th over. And the number 5 batsman for Bangladesh, Khalid Masood. Very consistent one-day bowler Gavin Larsen. Looks relatively innocuous, but right on the spot, and a great economy rate, 3.79 per over is all he gives away. Akram Khan obviously doesn't fancy him, but he's hit a catch straight back. So Larsen already does the trick with only his 3rd delivery. Akram Khan advancing down the wicket, and really Bangladesh are playing this as if it's a 20-over match. Both their experienced players have gone within the space of 5 balls. Now they're 38 for 4.
Also getting immediate success here. Just looking to just come down the wicket, may possibly hit him over the top, but just quite an easy caught and bowl there for Gavin Larsen.
So Akram Khan departs for 16, and former captain, following his actual captain into the pavilion in the space of 5 minutes. New batsman for Bangladesh is Naimur Rahman.
I can see just a good left delivery, and he's just advancing and looking to hit him over the top, and a good catch, caught and bowled catch there from Larsen.
Masood didn't get far enough forward and paid the price.
Gavin Larsen, one of the most accurate bowlers in world cricket. 109 one-day international wickets now for Gavin Larsen. Just probing, interrogating, line and length. And just a little bit of help off the seam as well. Just came back, hit middle. And so New Zealand have picked up the 5th wicket there now. And so Bangladesh in all sorts of trouble at 46 for 5.
Khalid Mahmood is the new batsman. He's coming in at a very difficult time. 46 for 5. It's a good looking shot, but I think it's a drop catch. He hit it very, very hard indeed. In fact, Cairns did well to get the hand to it.
Well, Chris Cairns might well have saved 4 runs. He's probably deprived himself of a wicket as well. The ball was hit very, very firmly. It took Chris Cairns by surprise, almost trying to get out of the way. Reflex action to put the hand up there. He's missed it. It certainly saved the runs.
Slow delivery could be gone this time, and is. Well bowled, Chris Cairns. Much slower delivery. Mahmood hit it well, but didn't pick the gap.
Slow ball again from Chris Cairns, and the off break. But I don't think it actually pitched. It might well have been a full toss here. And the ball just might have dipped. Yes, the full toss, and a straightforward catch to Roger Twos there at mid-off. So Chris Cairns strikes again. He picks up his 2nd wicket. Gavin Larsen's got a couple, and so has Jeff Allett. So 49 for 6. Bangladesh really on the ropes.
New batsman Mohammad Rafiq. That was the end of the over for Chris Cairns. 2 off the over and a wicket. So it'll be Larsen to continue, and he'll be bowling to Rahman. That's a good looking shot. Be a race to see if it's the boundary. Ah, good fielding. Very well done.
Well, New Zealand do excel in the field, and Chris Cairns had to run a long way there from third man to prevent the 4 runs.
Nice, Gavin.
And they're pinching the quick signal. Could be a mix-up, yeah. Oh, there is, between the fielders. And Roger Too's unable to throw it, running into his own man. Cairns 2 for 5. He's bowled superbly. He'll be bowling to the new man, Rafiq. And that's very close indeed. Big shout, and he's gone. First ball. Mohammad Rafiq departs, and that's the 7th wicket. Chris Cairns gets his 3rd.
Well bowled again by Chris Cairns, and it's a very good comeback for Chris Cairns, recovering from a calf strain injury against South Africa a month or so ago, and pitched right up there, and a lack of footwork again, really. I suppose the question is, did it hit him fractionally outside the line? But Ian Robinson, the umpire there, said that's out. And so 51 for 7 now. Bangladesh is learning by harsh experience that it's not easy to compete against a test-playing nation. So Mohammad Rafiq goes first ball for no score.
Enamul Haque is the new batsman. He's also a left-hander, age 32. And what a time to come in, 51 for 7. Some harsh lessons here for the Bangladesh batsman. This is Rafiq. Just got caught on the crease. Might have been just outside the line, but not very far forward. You can see that foot's almost on the crease. Is it the hat-trick? And it's a wide. And a no ball. And 4. Can you believe that? Great opportunity to get a hat-trick in the World Cup. And probably the poorest delivery he's bowled in his spell. And that's a reasonable shot. He could have get off the mark with a 4 here, Haque. He's hit it past mid-off. Jeff Allett, despairing dive, and it's gone for 4.
Well, you'd have to say that's the shot of the day, and it's the 5th boundary that Bangladesh have been able to hit in this innings. And he just stood there and really stroked it through the offside. Beautifully played, but perhaps not near the ball, but certainly the follow-through, and the timing was there.
He's got it away again. It's racing over the pitch area. What a wickets here. So an expensive over for New Zealand. The best for Bangladesh. 11 runs off that over. 62 for 7.
Jeff Allett will bowl to Enamul.
And he's gone over the top. Really has been prepared to play a few shots. Enamul Haque. This won't go all the way. Chris Harris just getting it before the boundary, but 3 runs. And that's a welcome 3 runs to Bangladesh.
Well, Enamul Haque has been quite positive when he's come to the wicket. He's already scored 1 boundary. He's got himself to 13. In fact, he's hit a couple of 4s. And being the left-hander just standing there and flaying the bat at the ball, pretty positive. Again, not a lot of footwork. In fact, the hand comes off the bat. So he's 70 now for 7.
Good comeback from Jeff Allett. Just angling it across the right-hander. Gave away 3 runs in the previous delivery, giving the batsman a bit of freedom to swing the arms, but that's a very good one.
But well, Jeff Allett with 2 for 19 in his 7th over. And as he has done in his brief international career, particularly with a new ball, he's picked up early wickets in his opening spell.
More runs here for Bangladesh. Craig McMillan's in pursuit, but that's a very good shot. Just angled away nicely, shorter boundary. Again, they're going to pick up 3, so this is a good over for Bangladesh. Nicely played by Rahman. Waited for it, guarded it, square of the wicket. 3 runs.
Well, it was well played and well fielded again by New Zealand. They do chase hard. Craig McMillan there. Passing the ball there to Chris Harris. So 6 runs have come off 3 deliveries. So a slightly better performance here for Bangladesh.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Came back off the seam and defeated him with a slightly slower ball. So half the overs have gone. Bangladesh are 73 for 7.
That's a neat shot. That could be 6. In fact, it's probably 4. The umpires are just checking, but a very delicate shot, and just shows how short the boundaries are here at Chelmsford, that either went for 6 or almost went for 6. So,
kind of flicked over the top, and you can see it's just dropped just in front of the ropes.
That's well fielded. It's Craig McMillan, and there's a possible run out there. In fact, Ian Robinson's asked for the 3rd umpire. Very smart work in the Jonty Road sort of mould there. And David Shepherd has been consulted for his verdict on this. That was a great stop by McMillan, and he reacted quickly. In fact, he took a little bit of time to find the ball. Now, was he home? Looks as if he just was. So you could say it was a well-judged signal. Oh, that's nicely cut away by Rahman, and that in fact is the highest partnership of the Bangladesh innings now. The 8th wicket is now put on 32. He's asking for that, and Venkat's given him out. Yep, that's a fairly obvious LBW really, and Larsen's been probing away for that for some time, and I think Venkat almost gave that out slightly apologetically in the end, because Bangladesh were just starting to make a fist of this and putting up a slightly better score, but Rahman really never made much attempt to hit that with the bat, and he goes LBW. New batsman is Hasibul Hassan.
He didn't make an awful attempt to play that one.
Well, that's a neat stroke. Effortless. And that's going to be 4. So Enamul Haque actually showing that he can play some orthodox shots as well.
Chris Harris is another experienced one-day campaigner.
He's bowled him. Well, beautifully bowled. Completely deceived Enamul Haque in the flight there, Chris Harris. Just a little floaty leg break that darted in between bat and pad. And so the 9th Bangladesh wicket goes down, and they still haven't reached 3 figures.
As you see, just floats that out. It's almost like a leg break is coming out. And just completely deceived. That's just slightly moved away from it as it pitched. But a fine delivery, completely deceived the batsman.
He's looking as if he wondered how he missed it, but useful contribution that from Enamul Haque. 23 in 40 balls, showed one or two of his more experienced partners what to do there. Last man for Bangladesh, Monjarul Islam.
Chris Harris to Hasabul, down the wicket, big hit, and it's going to be 6. Fine shot. And so that'll bring up the Bangladesh 100. I would say that's a milestone, but really they need to be scoring around about 180, 190 to be competitive in this match. But some aggression there from Hasabul Hassan, moving down the wicket to Chris Harris.
Gone again, Hasabul. Hasn't struck it quite so well this time, but it's going to go all the way for 4, and this is the way to play. Prepared to go down the wicket, hit it over the top. And that's a very good over for Bangladesh. Certainly their best.
So Chris Cairns back into the attack. And that's a nice shot too from Munjirul Islam. He'll pick up 3 here. Running between the wickets generally hasn't been that good, but on this occasion they will get through for 3. Nicely played. So runs coming now for Bangladesh. The last 2 batsmen at the crease. Jeff with 2 for 29, and his 9th over has bowled well.
Oh, that should have been a no ball. Well, that's poor cricket all the way round. It really was poor cricket. It's out, in fact. They haven't given it as a no ball. Now, that'll be interesting to watch again. Was it above shoulder high? Answer no. So, legitimate dismissal.
So Matthew Horne takes the catch, and Jeff Ellett finishes with his 3rd wicket. Some confusion there because the batsman felt that it may have been shoulder height and it may have been a no ball and given not out, and both batsmen were almost at one end and then had to scramble back, but the umpires have made the right call. The wicket stands, and Hasabul Hassan is out for 16. Court Horne bowled Ellett, and the end of the Bangladesh innings, all out for 116. A disappointing batting performance by them.
Well, an odd sort of climax, still 13 overs left when the end came, but given they were 51 for 7 at one stage, a score in 3 figures was perhaps quite an achievement. Top scorer, Haque, with 23. Identical figures for both Cairns and Larsen, 3 for 19, but Larsen bowled his full allocation, and those are the best seen so far in the competition. So straightforward, you might think. Just over 2 and over the target. Did Bangladesh, though, have any tricks up their sleeves? We're going to join the action in the 2nd over. New Zealand are 1 without loss, and Munjirul Islam's bowling to Nathan Astle.
That's the way that he plays. Anything up in his half. Much a front foot player. Lovely way to start. 4 runs to the 2nd ball that he faces.
Very short, straight boundary. Pretty good shot from Nathan Astle. Not out the middle of the bat, but with a nice straight bat. He just turned the face at the last minute, and that might have been to place it straight past the bowler rather than hit it to mid-off. Wasn't at the dead centre, but enough to get him 4. And he's gone. Munjirul, the young teenager playing in his first World Cup game, has got Astle out. Just a little bit of overconfidence, angling it across the right-hander. And he misread the pace of that one. It just didn't come onto the bat. He struck it pretty well, but directly to mid-off.
Well, it certainly typifies the way Nathan Astle plays. Doesn't get his front foot anywhere near the ball and just clubbed it really to mid-off. And had it been a metre either side, it would have been 4 more. And so he goes. So that's a very good breakthrough there for Bangladesh. And Craig McMillan coming in at number 3 for New Zealand. Again, another very attacking player. Likes to dominate the bowlers. Doesn't like to be tied down. Munjirul Islam has picked up that first wicket. Nathan Astle perhaps just giving his wicket away, really. Munjirul to McMillan. And the bowl again. And perhaps the New Zealand batsman just a little bit free, a little bit loose. Maybe they think it's just too easy out there. But this new ball does a bit.
be careful here in New Zealand. It's not a very big target, but if you lose 1 or 2 wickets...
Well, that is not a good play from Craig McMillan. He's that type of player that likes to dominate at the same stage. If you keep playing like that, you can just surrender your wicket as well. Nathan Astor's already done that. And Mongerell just a little bit wide, but it ball just came back a little bit off the seam and went between bat and pad. The shot, and that typifies again the approach of Craig McMillan, who doesn't like to be dictated to too long by the bowler, and where possible will look to get that ball away to the boundary. Super shot.
Yes, very good shot. Looking to come forward initially, but kept the bat on line. Really timed it to perfection. Nice high left elbow.
So it will be Hasibul Hassan now to bowl to Matthew Horne. And Matthew Horne has yet to score.
So Matthew Horne off the mark. Quite time it. Just rehearsing that shot again. Well, that's uppish. Just short of the extra cover fielder. So Craig McMillan living a little bit dangerously.
Just hit that quite uppish and quite lucky to get away with that. Just drop short to the fielder there.
Well, that's another leading edge. So he's keeping all the fielders interested at the moment, Craig McMillan. Trying to work that away on the leg side. And a little bit of swing maybe from Hasibul Hassan.
So I'm just getting to pay a leading edge there. Again, very lucky to get away with it. Hassan just bowling a good line. Really giving it his all. Good to see.
Very close to the outside edge. So this is a very good over by Hasibul Hussain. Did everything there but get a wicket. And New Zealand are 12 for 1. Mongerul Islam. Nice shot, that's 4. Don't really need to run for that. Short boundaries here at Chelmsford. And that's raced away. Neatly tucked off his pads by Matthew Horne for his first boundary.
Hasibul again. That's better.
That's a good shot. That's very nicely timed. Really not much effort at all. He played that a little bit later, as Richard Hadley said before. If he plays the ball later, he looks a better player.
Yes, all too often he goes searching for the ball and he doesn't get himself into a very good position, but he just waited for that one and just really eased it in front of point there, and it's raced away for 4.
That's 4 more. Really is a good shot. A little bit too wide from Hussain. And the rasping square cut from McMillan gives him his second boundary in 2 balls. Well, he's down the wicket there, and that's certainly full of confidence. He hasn't quite got it in the middle of the bat, but it's enough to take it away for 4. So Craig McMillan does take the fight to the bowlers, and he's not afraid to try and run down the wicket to an opening bowler. That could be out. It's a simple catch. And I think it was the slower ball there from Hussain which deceived Craig McMillan. So after one good blow over the top and 4 boundaries, he's gone for 20.
Craig McMillan will be disappointed with that. He hasn't looked convincing at all in his stay at the crease. It looked as though he could have been out on perhaps 7 or 8 occasions when he's really dismissed himself here. The ball might have stopped a little bit, and he certainly didn't go through with the shot. A very simple catch there. And so Bangladesh have struck again. They've picked up the second New Zealand wicket now. Craig McMillan goes for 20. And New Zealand are now 33 for 2. So the New Zealand captain, Stephen Fleming, now comes to the crease.
That's 4. Very, very nicely glanced by Fleming. That's a trademark shot. Going over across his stumps and whipping it away almost in a manner of Clive Lloyd used to.
So batting hasn't been easy for anyone out there today. Craig McMillan, the best for New Zealand, 20. And Matthew Horne, he's struggling too. He's 7 not out, 33 deliveries. Isabel bowling to Stephen Fleming, the New Zealand captain. Oh, and he's dropped it. Well, that was a very good attempt. And again, the timing astray there by the New Zealand batsman. And really the Bangladesh bowlers are just creating 1 or 2 opportunities here. Brave attempt. It would have been quite spectacular had he been able to hold on to it.
That's a good shot. Very well put away. Just flicked off his hip. Lots of bat speed there at the crucial moment, propelling that away to the square leg boundary.
Yes, it's Stephen Fleming's second boundary now. And just whips it away on the leg side. Tends to move right across in front of his stumps. He does give the bowler a bit of a chance round about leg stump, but at the same time he gets a lot of runs in that area. I think he's a very good player when he stands tall and hits the ball straight through mid-off and mid-on.
They're appealing for an LBW under court there, and Ian Robinson isn't interested in either.
Well, again, New Zealand batsmen just finding life not easy out there at all. So it's gone through the gate there. Been a little bit of trouser that it hit. It created some sort of sound, but certainly no bat on it. Well.
Horne's managed to find a gap in the offside, but only for a single.
First opportunity for spin bowling. Haque, left arm round to Matthew Horne. And it's in the air, but it's hit so hard that it's gone for 4.
And that's the first bit of aggression we've seen. He's struggled right through with his innings, struggled with timing, but seemed to just get to the line of that and just hit through it.
And this is just chipped in the air, and he's very lucky here. Shariar's in pursuit. They'll probably look for 3. It's quite a long boundary down there, and they're going to get that 3. But he's lucky, Matthew Horne. Bat not straight, coming across the ball. Just chipped it over cover. Very lucky.
As you can see, it's just slashed at it more than anything. They just chipped it right over cover. And Matthew Horne has struggled right through his innings, struggled to time it.
And that's in the air again, and it's through this time. He wouldn't be all that happy. He's not getting his foot to the pitch of the ball, Matthew Horne. He's got a couple of 4s away, but they haven't been conclusive. And that one again was in the air. He placed it pretty well though, but he's not getting his head over the ball, and consequently it's going in the air. Plenty of turn. Well, that's the first one that's really turned. He is throwing it up though, Haque. He's prepared to gamble and throw it up there, and I think that's very good cricket. Nice wrist action, ball pitching on the seam and turning neatly away. That's very well bowled. Good shot. Picked the gap out beautifully. Initially went forward, then rocked back, and he's got the ball away for 4. It is a fast outfield, but that was a very good shot from Matthew Horne.
Yeah, that's the first shot we've seen convincing from Matthew Horne. Then we was in total control of that. Decided to rock back on the back foot and just cut it through the covers.
Bowling to the New Zealand captain, Stephen Fleming. And there's a big appeal and he's gone. It's a bottom edge. Stephen Fleming's absolutely disgusted. He will not be happy when he sees that. No bounce, plenty of room to put it away. He could have hit it anywhere. And he's got a bottom edge, a nice catch. Very well taken by Masood, the wicketkeeper. But he won't be happy, Stephen Fleming.
Arrived, just bowls this was slightly wide. Really had no need to play it. Would have been called a wide. Really, like I said, a lot of these New Zealand batsmen will be very disappointed with some of the shots they've gone out with today. And Stephen Fleming marching back, 16, scoring 16. Been very disappointed the way he's gone out.
New Zealand now 78 for 3. Roger Toos is the new batsman, making his way to the crease. Left-hander, played a lot of games for Warwickshire in county cricket here in England, so he'd be very accustomed to the conditions here. Would have played at this ground before. That's a quicker delivery, and he nearly defeated Toos as well. It's fairly racing away over the outfield. Be a good contest. Just pulled in. We'll have to see if there's a replay for this. In the interim, they've run 3. Very, very good chase.
He sees chase and he puts a dive in. Does he make contact with the rope?
I think he's okay there, Sid. And the umpires have called it that way, so it's just 3 runs.
Good shot by Roger Toos, and it should go for 4. Roger Toos gets his first boundary of the innings. And New Zealand inch their way closer to victory, and it will be a deserved one for them.
Well, that's not quite what the doctor ordered for Roger Toos, but he's got away with it. 4 runs on the scorecard. Bottom edge, and very lucky to escape being bowled there. That's more what he was trying the ball before. And that time he managed to get in the middle. So 10 off 2 balls from Toos, in fact 14 off 3.
Matthew Horne is on 35. The ball just holding up in the breeze a little bit here by Rahman, the off spinner. Oh, that's out. And so New Zealand lose their 4th wicket, and that will disappoint young Matthew Horne, because he'd be certainly looking for a not out there. He's battled away for a long, long time. He's had to work very, very hard for his runs indeed. I think he's batted 86 balls for his 35. It stayed down, kept low, it's hit him in front. There's no doubt about that at all. So Chris Cairns is the new man coming to the crease. So at the end of the over, New Zealand 106 for 4. Roger Toos will be looking for a not out here, and rightly so. He's been the pick, I think, of all the batsmen today. I think he's adapted to the conditions far better. He's been very decisive. Looked to get well forward. Nicely played, and that could go all the way. Nicely timed shot by Roger Toos. Beautifully played. So Roger Toos now with 3 4s and a 6 in his 33. He's been a very, very good performer there for New Zealand with the bat. And so New Zealand just 3 runs away from victory now, and a well-deserved one too. Asabel Hussain now to bowl to Chris Cairns.
So Cairns is leaving it to Roger Toos to finish things off. And that's a good quick single. He spotted there that the mid-off was quite deep.
An easy single there. And New Zealand now just 1 run away from victory. The scores are now tied, 116 for 4. So the last rights of this match should be bowled by Hasselball to Chris Cairns. Chris Cairns on 6, Roger Toos on 30. Stephen Fleming, the New Zealand captain there, will be delighted to get this game out of the way and get the points in the bank. And there it is, just an easy push there to mid-off. So New Zealand will win this match. And a thoroughly deserved victory, although there is some work for them to do, I think, in the batting. They've just found batting just a little bit difficult. Good bowling performance, very good fielding performance by the New Zealanders, but a lot of work to do.
But they showed a little bit of spirit with the ball, making New Zealand's job a little harder than it might have been in pursuit of the 100.
Well, at 33 for 2, perhaps mild concern, but in the end, no contest, a side in cruise control. Monjural Islam became the first Bangladesh player ever to take a wicket in a World Cup final. A learning curve, as they always say, for an inexperienced set of players.